Hey, hi friends. Happy Dream Team Chat. It is our first Dream Team Chat of May, and we're excited because May is moving and grooving with products and promotions that are really exciting. And we're on the horizon of summer. So I just ate some s'mores before this Dream Team Chat. And if that doesn't scream summer, then, like my kid getting a haircut in my friend's kitchen screams summer. And like it getting dark later screams summer. And so it's just that anticipation of what's to come. Like that's the feel right now. It's like summer is coming. We only have a few more days left at school for my kids, and it just feels so exciting. And it has me anticipating what business looks like in the summer, because I've been with Scentsy. This is 9 years. And so I've been through a few summer transitions, and it is quite different. Working your business in the summer is much different than working your business in the fall and winter. And I think if you've been around for a little bit, it's very evident that that is true. You see things happening like people are traveling more, whether it's you or your customers, or people are forgetting to change their wax because they're just not home as much, right? And so you have to pivot your business, and that is completely okay. So during this Dream Team Chat, we are talking about ways to work your business summer edition, because as business owners, it's really important to like feel the temperature of the room, feel the temperature of the needs of your customers and your network, and make changes accordingly. And so these don't have to be permanent changes, but if they work for your business really well, then absolutely you probably will find some things that are happening in your business that stick around for the long haul this summer. And so I really like kind of rediscovering your business in the summer months, because this is where you really like try new systems, hone in on simplicity, right? I love that simplicity is one of our core values, because it's a really good indicator. Like when things feel too complicated, it's time to like take a step back, like hone it back a little bit and simplify. And so I really love that we have the opportunity to do that in the summer. I find like this is where you try new things and also like perfect your craft, right? It's where you get really good at something new. Okay. And so if you need permission to pivot in your business this summer, this is your permission. I absolutely pivot my business. I work my business much different in the summer than I do in the fall and winter. Okay. Your kids are home. If you have young kiddos or kiddos in school, they're home. So you are like entertaining and making a million snacks and food every day. Days are longer, right? So like my kids get ready for bed at like 7:30, 8 o'clock. In the summer, it's more like 10 o'clock. Okay. So like longer days, I sleep in. I'm not waking up at like 5:30 or 6 in the morning in the summer. I'm waking up at like 7 or 8, right? Travel, vacations, making memories with our family, all of that happens in the summer months, and that is good. Okay. And there are still ways to work your business into this. And I love that. Okay. I love that you can still focus on different product lines, right? Like people are still doing laundry, people are still cleaning, people are on the go more. So it opens up the door to a bunch of different product lines that we can hone in on, but also like on the back end business sides of things, we can work our business differently too. And so what I do is like I really utilize the fact that we can be successful working 15 minutes here and there. And many of you guys who have maybe a full-time job or are pulled in a million different directions, you already know this. This isn't going to be something that is like new to you. You're already doing this. And I already do this to an extent, but in the summer, I find that much more often I am, okay, before we go to the pool, let me work for 30 minutes. Okay, after we go to the pool and after I make them lunch and after I clean up and after I do this, I'm going to sit down and work for another 30 minutes, or I'm going to work for 15 minutes here, or I'm going to sit in the car while my kids are playing at the splash pad in Eyes View and get some follow-ups done, right? I'm like really changing the frequency of time that I'm working my business, but the intention is still there. Okay. I'm on social media less. Okay. I'm posting less, and that's okay. You can post less, but that doesn't mean ghost. By all means, like, please, if you hear anything I say tonight, is know that consistency is still important, and ghosting your customers is never okay. It's never okay. All right. So you can still show up consistently and post less. Right now in my VIP group, I post probably 5 to 6 times a day. In the summer, it might be 3 or 4, and that is good and fine. The thing is that you still want to be providing value to your customers. Okay. You still want to be providing intentional content for your customers and for your network, but it is okay to like kind of scale it back a little bit. Okay. It's also okay to like show them the other side of Scentsy. I think this business model is so dang attractive, you guys. Like the fact that we have freedom and flexibility and the products are beautiful. We get free and half off Scentsy and we get paid to be home with our kids or paid to do what we love, right? Because I recognize some of you guys are still working a full-time job in the summer, and that's okay too. You can still do this. You can still share on your evenings that are when the days are longer, or on the weekends when you're outside and doing fun stuff. You can still share the blessings that come with the Scentsy business. And I love the summer for sharing them in such a way that it really hones in on like what's important in your Scentsy business. Like I know in the summer, my boys are a big part of my business. My boys are going on more deliveries with me and they're helping me with samples more, and they're, just in my business more. And I'm working in between taking them to splash pads and parks and on vacations. And so, sharing that is really sweet, and your customers love that, and it helps them envision maybe that this could be for them too. And so just know that it's okay if you're like less active on social media, but make those posts that you're sharing intentional and make them valuable to your customers still. Okay. So totally okay to pivot, totally okay to like scale it back a little bit. Again, it's just a season, right? Like quite literally, it's just a season, because we know after the summer, after SFR, things start blowing up. And it'll be here before you know it. The summer months are going to come and go very quickly. And so just making sure that in these months where we are stepping back and we're enjoying our time, that we have the bigger picture in mind. And that is a growing business, and that is being intentional with our business. So do not let your business slide because you're busy, or because your kids overwhelm you, or because you are going on a vacation. Okay. You have to really schedule that stuff into your business plan. This is the moment where you say, okay, I have this and this and this going on this summer. What am I going to do during that time? So like for me, I am literally gone from July 15th to July 28th. Okay. And Scentsy is my full-time income, it's literally what pays all my bills. So if I just wing that almost 15 days that I'm gone, I am silly for that. Okay. So you better believe that in June and the first half of July, I am working so hard and so intentionally to make up for the fact that I will not be home. I will be scheduling posts during that time, figuring out a mystery host, figuring out some sort of ordering incentive. So my business is still working while I'm gone. And this is so important, guys, that we do not ghost our businesses, that we continue to stay consistent, even if we're pivoting what that looks like, even if it means that instead of, working your business 5 hours in a week, that you're working at 3, that's okay, as long as the quality of your work is still really good, right? We still want to show up as the best consultants for our customers. Okay. So hopefully this is good for you. Bree's going to share like some tangible ways that you can do this, but I just want to encourage you guys to just stay the course and stay focused on the good work that you're doing.
Yeah, that was fire. That was so good. Yeah, so I am going to talk to you guys about tangible things. But I want you guys to stick with me through the intentional part of it. Because my tip for you, my next like encouragement for moving into the summer months, is going to be intentional with your one-on-one communication with your customers. And the reason for this, we should be doing this all the time, right? But the reason for this is because obviously with less social media interaction or post or whatever, if you're going to scale that down, then we need to build up the one-on-one communication. And that doesn't mean that you have to like text people every single day, but I want you to be intentional about seeking out your customers and seeing what they're doing for the summer, touching base with them and asking how their summer is going, how their kids are doing this summer, if they have any fun vacations, and leave Scentsy out of it. Okay. Just like we've talked about in the past with spring and summer being the time where we are planting seeds and where we're really growing our systems and figuring out what works for us and really making sure that we're solid in those foundations. The spring and summer is also a really great time for you to do that with your customers in the form of building relationships, right? And so when you are at the pool with your kids, or when you are traveling and on a road trip, you can send out a couple text messages to some of your customers and just check in and just say, hey, I'm on the road headed to whatever place, and I just thought of you and I just wanted to see how you're doing. Do you have any fun plans coming up this week? Like, what are you and your family doing for the summer or whatever, right? And when you're scrolling through Facebook mindlessly at night in the hotel room or on your road trip, like, pay attention to who's posting what. Make sure that you're commenting, make sure that you're interacting with people. Use your time intentionally to build relationships with your customers. It's going to pay off dividends when you head into the fall and winter months and we're looking at a brand new incentive and you're thinking, what customers of mine can I reach out to, who will host, or who can I reach out to potentially join Scentsy. These are going to be the people that you're going to want to be interacting with because you've built these relationships, and chances are, and algorithm has it, that if you are interacting with them on social media, you show up more on their feed. So then they're going to be seeing you and how you're working your business. And it's very likely that that will come back to you in so many different ways. Okay. But that does not have to be just on social media. So I really encourage you to make time, because it literally takes 10 seconds to send a text message, to take the time to reach out to people. And sometimes I get really bad at doing this because I'm not in the mood to have a 30-minute back and forth text conversation with people. And so I will kind of use verbiage where I am like, there's a back and forth a little bit, but then I'll be like, I'm so glad that you're having, or that you have these plans. I hope to see pictures on it on Facebook, like whatever, and kind of just like try to close the conversation so it feels good. Because I'm one of those people where it's like, text me, don't call me, but also like, keep it short, so but being intentional with your communication is going to be key this summer. So spend the time doing that. Make time for that, because it is a worthy investment in your business. Okay. Build those relationships. And then the final tip is, again, tangible. And it's how we're working intentionally, right? So Alex talked about like, it's okay to pivot and work your business a little bit differently than you are right now, or how we do it in the busy seasons. But what does that actually look like, right? First off, like she was talking about with the posting, you want to be posting intentionally, okay? And you can do that while you're traveling, while you're going to the pool, while you're still working your 9 to 5, or while you're having the barbecue at your house or traveling to a family's house to have a barbecue. You can be sharing how you're taking Scentsy with you and sharing all the products and categories that Scentsy has and how it fits into your life, even during the spring and summer, not just during the fall and winter when it's nice and cozy in our homes and we want it to smell like apple cider and Christmas trees. Okay. You can take those yummy, good pods with you. You can take the Scentsy Fresh with you to the hotels or to camping or wherever, right? And so using what you have to market your business, no matter where you go, it's super important. The second thing on this list is something that I'm actually really excited about and that I really am hoping and trying for, is to book summer parties with your customers, your local customers. There are so many cool themes that you can do and incorporate Scentsy. There's like not a shortage. So if you have local customers, I would be asking them now, like, what's your free weekend in the summer? Like, you have June, July, and August. Like, what's a free weekend that we can invite some girlfriends? We can have a s'mores night. We can have like a luau themed night. We can have a game night outside. We can have a pool party, like all of these things. And you can create such fun, Scentsy inspired boards, or whatever, fragrance flower. Nelly talked about the fragrance flower parties. Like, you can do so much this summer with such intention and booking parties. And the summer just is like wide open, and people get together in the summer, right? It's the fall and winter is really great and we want to have parties there too, but people get sick, and it's a weird thing. People are really busy, but like in the spring and summer, people are already getting together with people. And then on the flip side of that, if people are not wanting to do parties with you, give them a go bag. Okay, give them a Scentsy Go to take with them on their family camping trip. Okay, give them a Scentsy Go and some pods. Give them a scent pack and a room spray, which I'm going to show you some travel bags that you can market. So if you don't want to lend out your stuff, these are actually really great to market for people to purchase. But creating go bags, the testers, or felt samples of some scents and some pods and a mini fan for their road trip, or a wall fan for their hotel room, whatever you can think of where people are going, utilize that opportunity for them to take Scentsy with them and share it with the people who they're going to be around, because 9 times out of 10, they're going to be around other family members or friends. Okay, especially during the spring and summer. So there's so many opportunities here, so many ways that you can get yourself out there, that you can still be networking. And go bags, borrow bags, whatever you want to call them, are a fantastic way for your business to be working in the background. You could literally be sitting at the pool and have Sally on vacation with her family collecting orders for you, right? Like, how cool would that be? But you have to be intentional. You have to be willing to host coach, and you have to be willing to ask. So it's going to take those 3 things. It's going to take some effort, but you do all that on the front end and you could run into like a really amazing fall and winter, because all of a sudden Sally turns into a teamie and she's got, you've got 2 new hostesses from that, or whatever the case may be. It snowballs. We all know that. Okay. And so the last tangible thing I'm going to share with you are the travel bag options. And so I think somebody else, I think maybe Rachel Pence posted about this, but I just thought it was such a great idea. I haven't shared it yet, but I am going to be sharing this frequently with my customers during the summer, because I love this. And when sometimes we can take our products and really complicate things, but all we have to do is take the products and market them a different way, and people go crazy for them. It's like those cleaning buckets. It's like we have all the cleaning products and we can talk about them till they're blue in the face, but we put them in a cleaning bucket and say, here's a cleaning bucket for you with these same 3 products, and people love it, right? So this is kind of the same concept, called these travel bags, right? So if you have people, which you do, going different places, you can market these to different people. So I've kind of created 2, just as examples from what I had. You can totally run away, make this your own. But I created like a travel car kit bag, right? So if people are going on a road trip or going on vacation, you can do a little bag. I think Rachel Pence used like the little makeup bags from the dollar store, or you can get them on Amazon. Super cute. You can do that and then mail it in a poly mailer, or if they're local to you, this would also work. But a mini fan, a car bar, and a pack of pods, it would be 31, right? For all 3 of these things. Really great travel bag. Okay, so offer that to people, $31. You're gonna have fragrance where you go. You're gonna have car fragrance. You can plug the USB into your hotel room, whatever, right? But this is a great on-the-go bag, and market it as a travel bag. And then the other one is a room spray and a scent pack. Right. So I always take scent packs with me in my luggage and like open them up because it makes my clothes smell good. And then I always take a room spray no matter where I go, because bathrooms be crazy at gas stations or in hotel rooms. And so you can utilize it in that way. Right. And again, you can take whatever you want, scent circles, wall fans. You can create whatever kind of travel bags you want and market it to your people in that way. Because people are going to be traveling this summer. So those are just 2 ideas that I had for you. But truly, the effort here comes in the asking. And so you have to be willing to be talking to your people. You have to be willing to be building relationships with your customers, and really making sure you hold yourself accountable to your own business, right? And paying attention to what areas you can pull back from and what areas you really need to focus and still be intentional in. Okay.